Hi, I'd like to talk to you today about optimal fetal positioning for first-time moms. Now, optimal fetal positioning is quite important for first-time moms because it can be the difference between having a nice 6-7 hour labor or a little bit of a 3-day labor that has back labor and back pain and lasts a long time. The reason optimal fetal position is so important for first-time moms is that your uterus is a muscle, and the muscle has never been stretched out before. So of course the muscle's nice and tight. So if we poke a first-time mother's uterus, it feels really nice and solid and nicely toned. Well, it's that tone that holds babies in place. And indeed, that's why you may bring your baby home and find that your baby likes to be swaddled snugly, because then they feel more secure because it's what they've been used to in the womb. Now, your baby has certain reflexes that they're already born with and that they have while they're in your womb to help them get in optimal fetal position. So here's what we want to see for a first-time mom. We want to see that a first baby is vertex or head down by about 30 weeks during the pregnancy. So 30 weeks, your doctor or midwife will be able to feel the baby from the outside, palpation, and they'll be able to let you know if the baby is head up or head down. Of course, head up is a breech position. We certainly want to move the baby into a vertex position. So at 30 weeks, babies will tend to head down. Some babies may stay like that a lot longer. Between 30, 34, 36 weeks, usually we see babies wiggle from side to side as they're trying to get on their left side. These are reflexes. It's a reflex for your baby to get head down in your pelvis, and it's a reflex for your baby to get on the left side. Your pelvis, of course, is wider from side to side, but narrower from back to front. And you'll see with the baby's head, narrower from this direction, wider if they're sitting here, and narrower if they're sitting here. So 30 weeks, we can expect that baby is going to get head down. Mother is going to feel lots of big bum rolls over the next few weeks. And this is the baby trying to settle in the left position. Once the baby stays in the left position, then they can drop, engage, or lighten, all meaning the same thing. It is as low as the baby can go before you will go into labor, and your cervix will start to get pulled out of the way of the baby's head with your strong contractions. Here's another graphic that illustrates this point. Here's a baby that is head down. This baby has settled on the left side, but this baby is still what we call floating. The baby's still high. This baby has now dropped or lightened or engaged in the pelvis. Now you'll see a few things here that are different. We'll see that this mother, her belly is closer to her breasts. This mother has more of a slope. There's more distance between the belly and the breast. There's the bladder. Here's the bladder here. So we may find that we're peeing even more at the end of the pregnancy. Of course, the cervix here and the cervix here are also different because of the weight of the baby's head. So the cervix here is actually shorter. It's thinned out a little bit. And this mother indeed may have lost a little bit of mucus from the mucus plug that sits in here, because now this cervix is shorter. So this process, we need this process to happen the last few weeks of pregnancy, as opposed to in labor when we have contractions. I'm going to show you another teaching apron that's going to illustrate this. With this graphic here, we can see baby probably started high here and then moved down the pelvis. 0 station is optimal fetal position, and that's where we want to be when we go into labor. Then the process of birth is much smoother and much easier for mothers and babies.